Hello everyone, I'm Dele and welcome to an episode of Phoenix Wright a Sony. So hopefully today we will finish this episode, but um this last trial might be a long one, so I might actually end up splitting the episode into two. But we'll see. Let's just jump right in for now. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defense Lobby number 2. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. But what's the big idea? Sorry Nick, I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my running with Sangan yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks Maya. Edward is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh, pow! Oh, okay, that's Gumshoe. Whoa, yo, pow! What's cutting into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after all that shack I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed silenced by every little thing it says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. I'm still not convinced I'm doing the Von Karma voice properly, and since I'm so focused on trying to do the voice, I also can't really change the accent or can't do it as well as I did in the previous episodes, I think. But I'm not sure. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection. 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 Okay, I think I might be starting to get the hang of it. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Oh, I forgot his voice as well. Why I left the court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I did one of those motive things, right? And I don't know wrong. So my testimony yesterday stands as this. He looks so cute when he tries to like do a little sleepy face there at the end, but considering his true self, I'm a bit hesitant to call him cute, but that face is kind of cute. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yoki. You're Yanni Yoki, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality burgers from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't at the restaurant until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. Soy sauce. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. How can you say you have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against the Edward and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until trial ends. First thing first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that, and the motive will prove itself. Okay. Let's see. Obviously, I don't have the notes anymore. Can I just use the parrot? Oh fuck. The music didn't stop. Oops. Let's try pressing a bit more then. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old quadru's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past sort of like they're off into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this is? Of course, Your Honor. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this name. It's Gregory. Okay, I couldn't even do the bit properly. I'm just giving up. It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the R6 instance. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. I keep doing like different sounds instead of like which is what he does, presumably with the it's probably like, but I keep doing different sounds for some reason instinctively, and I don't know why, so just deal with it. I'm sorry. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. Also, I don't even know if the mic picked up the sounds I did earlier, but This man, the witness, is Yani Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you might recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. Is that I have to do this now? If I can't prove it's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yani Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yani Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I work as a caretaker, I work at a chemical plant. I burn my fingers working with stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burn your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happens. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no. I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this is. No one. Nick, what are you going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma upon his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I'd like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. What? Oh, well. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You're the one who suggests I cross-examine the parrots, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Nah. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. So the parrot was just sitting there outside the courtroom? What? That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witnesses ignore me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Hello, hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony you have so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? I love this this sprite of hers for some reason. It's just she just looks so done.
Hello, hello.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her own is Mr. Yogi.
Hello, hello.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I don't think so. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no. Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrots.
Well,
okay. What do we ask? I forgot something was the safe number. Yeah, this should prove it. As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget the L6.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that would prove that the caretaker has something to do with the L6.
Polly, have you forgotten something? Hello, hello.
Of course, it doesn't work.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something you forgot. Hello, hello. Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have trained the parrots, could he? Retrained the parrot, could he? Did you train or not respond when we asked if it forgot anything? Okay. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? Safe? Why?
Just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Miss Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? 1228. 1228. Could it be December 28th? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? December 28th, 2001. The DS6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Oh shit. Wait, I can still open the court record. Okay. No worries, like I got scared for a second. It's the case summary, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DR6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh! Use the date of the DR6 incident as number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that day was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. Number trial? We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If you can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Okay, I'm kind of stuck now. Can we present anything to it? I don't think so. Let's check this again. Maybe there's I don't think there's anything here, but let's check it anyway. Still nothing. I'm actually stuck. Maybe I should say the name does have something to do with the case. Let's try that. Worst it can do is we just lose some health. Yes, it does. Oh, fascinating. You claim that the pair's name will prove our owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yani Yoki. So I had to drink some water. All you have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the pair's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... I have no idea. What could it be? Like, no, this is not Polly, this is Mr. Faye, so... I should know this, I already finished this game, but I don't remember. sister's name Polly. Her style companion of the ball shop caretaker. Let's check this again. No plus balancing, great short, French Tony, Master short, convolutes. Captain Everton, short memory loss to toxin depression after serious fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Okay. I guess I should have read this. Oh, sorry. My voice might have cut out for a second because my headphones are actually kind of broken, so sometimes the cable gets a bit weird and like the sounds gets cut off and stuff. So sorry if you heard any weird sounds just now. Yeah, I guess I should have read this, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So let's present this. To the R6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this pair's name? Suspect data. It's on suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What is his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. Oh, wrong voice. That's enough. I think we reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Ah. Ooh. I've accomplished what I want to do. I'm done. Like, he looks totally different. And he looks kind of, cooler. This is a real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please, state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 50 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretend to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is... sorry, innocent, in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take a stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on murderer Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Again, I want to drink some water. Sorry, it's really taxing on my throat and mouth to make all kinds of different voices. Especially since English isn't even my first language, so I have to try extra hard to pronounce everything correctly. So, yeah, sorry. Very well. Score finds defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Not guilty. That is all. The score is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. But what do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As you have heard, Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was murdered in the L6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Oh, what do I do?
The judgment has already passed. I object to Edgeworth's offers.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know, it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the instant where your father died? From the distance of the shots, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the L6 instance. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the L6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Should I end the episode? No, it's only 34 minutes, I'm going to continue. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. What was that, sir? I just don't believe it, sir. Sorry. I mean, you kill your dads? I don't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy.
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He's just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court records. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove your innocence. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. I was stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. I want to hear all of this, so I'll just press on everything. That was the trial your father was involved in on that day. Or what was? I don't know what the first word was. I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Onkarma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Onkarma, you were handling that case. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth points out the problem in Onkarma's evidence. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help. I keep thinking I hear my cat because, you know, I have headphones and the music is loud, but I can't be sure and I can't really pause the recording, so I can't go and check. Well, I can end the recording and edit 2 parts together afterwards, but I don't really want to bother with that. I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yaniovi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What's happened next? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. I think I know what we have to object to, by the way. Gunfire once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. Or maybe not. What do I even have as evidence? Okay. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll never forget that scream, as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I will find it, and quick. Okay. Single gunshots. And a scream. Okay, I think I got it. A single gunshot and a scream. But if you look at this picture, there's a hole in the window. So there was only one gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard shots and scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim Gregory Edgeworth lying there. But what do you mean a contradiction? Just I thought the judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge the contradiction in a photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident? I'm just gonna bluff and say yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. Well, what? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident? My attorney's badge. No. I love this music. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the influence. No clues found seen. So, like, my first instinct would be to say, well, if there was a hole, then the oxygen could come in through the hole, but they could just say maybe the elevator was stuck inside the shaft, so the hole wouldn't do anything or something like that, so I'm not sure. One bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. Oh, okay, never mind, I already found it. It's this one. Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows link between this bullet hole and the L6 incidents? Let's double check that real quick. It's victim data, okay. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your vile fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the Diagnostics Incident Case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Sorry. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about the solo incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why are you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you got Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just... when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shots. But now... I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years, for fuck's sake.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find words.
Mr. Wright?
What can I say? I have an objection. Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof.
Nick, I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realized that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from scene of the crime. That's what happens.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullets, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Oh, of course there is a need. That's why they took it.
Bah, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... I guess the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken a bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, I really thought this through. I'm going to have peanut. Fuck.
Well, I actually... Oh wait, we are starting from the very beginning. I actually knew it was second option. Well, not new, but I was pretty sure about that. But the first option also seemed correct, so I thought I would choose a simpler, more straightforward answer first. But no, it's the more complicated answer actually. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, I really thought this through. I'm going to have to penalize.
What? This isn't going so well. Okay, I guess they didn't need that. What the fuck? Why the murderer has spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah, the murderer had no reason to take the bullets. We don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. Murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullets hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happens?
Let me get straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Ian Yoki, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up a pistol at his feet and throws it. Is this the judge or me? I don't know. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Gosberg said yesterday? I already forgot my Grossberg voice, even though I did it yesterday.
Gregory Edgeworth data blows his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was murdered in the incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you indicate the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Oh, should I come out and say it now? Let's save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump cards. I better save it for the right time.
Mr. Wright, something matter?
I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is the finish. In other words, the verdict. Well, what? Not yet? Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect. Which means your conjecture is worthless. And will be rejected, of course. Nick, now's no time to be holding on to that term part. The trial is almost over. Alright, I may not know what I'm doing, but it goes. Your Honor. Okay, I have to drink some water before this. Okay, are you ready? There's a suspect, a well-known suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? Huh? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst by objection?
Because you took a vacation for 7 months, starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operates on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edward? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That will leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence that to prove that I was shot?
Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the fucking metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Huh. You don't mean... I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what it finds.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the L6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the L6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from the L6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the you don't have any of the L6 evidence.
That's because you took out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What? You were close.
Okay, wrong voice. You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I approve.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict the Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the R6 instance. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
That's a bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the R6 instance. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullets. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then, if the markings matched, we will know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. Wait, so I have to fix my headphones again. I have the voice isn't broken. Okay, it should be fine now. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you'll let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the bullet's markings to those on his bullets. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Should I get ready? I might have to do something. That scream. Okay, I probably could have done that louder, but it's 4 AM right now, so I'm sorry. I'll have to end that scene a bit with a bit of I can't even talk. I'll have to end that scene a bit anticlimactically because yeah, I can't scream at 4 AM. But I at least did a growl or something like that. That scream. I heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
Stop eating my air! I'll stop you! Stop eating my air! Get away! Get away from my father! It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse.
Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you You left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! 15 years earlier. Okay, young Von Karma voice. Like, not really young, but a bit younger. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edward would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Ugh. Edward. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from the oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. I hurt my throat so much. Well, not really hurt, but it's hard to do any voice right now. I'm sorry about that. In his last moments, Gregor Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court's fine defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Mokarma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edward.
She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you, my own pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edward? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Ahem. Or maybe Whoa. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edward this unguarded. Hey y'all! Lada! Or Lada! Y'all were great in there! Thank you. Yo, Edward, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you are innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you, you didn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Laura? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life's over. Well, why the sad face, Larry? What's happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Ah, my voice. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the street that questioned me. Race the streets. That's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick? Was that exactly the amount of flash money that was stolen from Mr. Edward in school? $38? No. No! There! It was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? He was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came in school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of fancy. Edward. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edward? I say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. That's the death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Hey George, want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that dinner, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Well, I went a little bit overboard yesterday. My head hurts, and Rile's throat hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter? Oh, it's this scene. Good morning, Nick. You're really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I want to help Mr. Edward too. I want to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I can say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't help the spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! No, what? I never could have stayed Edgeworth without you. Without your help. Huh? On last day of trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg and Evil Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? I almost accidentally show my attorney's badge. Thankfully, it delays your key presses for a moment, or like stops taking your key presses for a moment when the screen pops up. Okay. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to the L6. But you're the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you're the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I could have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course, Evil. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, that's it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I was once. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Huh, don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Concept, script, direction. Shu Takumi. The gold. Hey pal, Miss Treasure came down to Pissing to wish me Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Graphics, Kumiko Suekane. Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a chess shop. Or cheese shop. That Missy is a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you... Oh. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. I couldn't read that last word. Graphics, Tatsuro Iwamoto.
Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of told him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Main programming, Noriyuki Otani. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gateford Hotel lately. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Programming, Masakatsu Endo. It's you, Phoenix, right? Oh yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. How's seen him of late? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Music, Masakazu Sugimori.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix.
I'm not reading that. Sound effects, Atsushi Mori. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I assure that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the pub guy till the show's over. I wouldn't want to remake his dreams, you know? Publicity, Hiroshi Nakaya and Ayumi Teruda.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Manual, Yumiko Uchida.
Right, who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright! But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ah, what a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Producer Atsushi Inaba.
Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Me, I'm in training to become a professional photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind him there's a ghost. For real, now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Executive producer Shinji Mikami. Aww. Capcom. Of course, there's one more episode. Well, let's say my progress. I hope it doesn't just immediately start the next episode. Hopefully. Oh, it does. Well, um, okay. So for those that don't know, originally, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney was released on Game Boy Advance, and it ended on this episode. Like with this credits scene, that was the end in the original version. But when it was ported to Nintendo DS and at the same time got an English release, they also added a new episode called Rise from the Ashes, which is the next episode. So, yeah, we actually have one more episode in the game. This is not the end, and this is one of the longest episodes. So the series will continue on for a while. So I will stay. I will wait until I tell my thoughts. And well, I really don't have much to say because I already played the game, so my thoughts are not fresh. But yeah, I will wait until I talk too much about my thoughts until episode 5 finishes. Yeah. And also, I guess since this is already a really long episode, I'll wait until the start of episode 5 to talk about some things I want to talk about episode 5. So, yeah, I'm ending this video right here. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's been really fun, and I really hope nothing got corrupted this time. Yeah, thanks for watching.